Hey, ladies and gentlemen, General Greene here. God bless. We are back in beautiful, beautiful Waikiki Diamond Head nuts. Booyah. Big diamond nuts right there, ladies and gentlemen. Diamond Head, for those of you who don't know. So big moves, big moves. Definitely the United States and China are going to come to massive, massive blows. Massive World War III is ahead. Donald Trump and China's now what is brewed into a freaking total like apocalyptic embargo is going to be absolutely insanely consequential for the U.S. economy. These tariffs are an act of war, just like many of you are educated. The same embargo types were implemented against Japan prior to the outbreak of World War II and, of course, the attack on Pearl Harbor. So this is freaking insane, and it's gotten so bad. There's no communication now between the Chinese and the USA. The only thing they're slinging is a bunch of rhetoric and arrows. Case in point, J.D. Vance called the Chinese people peasants yesterday, and now Chinese officials out of Hong Kong are calling you a freaking peasant. So I just want you to understand that this is going to come to blows. Massive economic, financial, but global World War III warfare is upon us. So keep your eye on Taiwan. I predicted this for a very long time, but Taiwan, I'm telling you guys, you're going to see a major, major freaking event in Taiwan. I believe China's going to take it. Absolutely. They've been dredging islands for the last like 10 years. So they've got everything ready for this massive, massive attack. And I think it's what Donald Trump wants, honestly, in maybe even a positive way. Like, he's got a position in order to reset the dollar. This criminal, worthless, disgusting piece of trash, U.S. debt, he's going to need war. Okay, you can't do that without physical conflict. There's nothing else Donald Trump can do. And this is why he's put, I believe, people in charge. There's a helicopter above me, if you can see that right now. Scott Bessent as U.S. Treasury Secretary, which, by the way, I don't know if you've looked into him. You'll never hear this on the mainstream media, and the American people don't know because they actually don't do any research. It's crazy. But Scott Bessent is very famous for working for George Soros. He's our new U.S. Treasury Secretary. This is who Donald Trump put in charge, a George Soros confidant. And Scott Bessent, of course, is famous for helping to crash and crush the British pound overseas. George Soros Fund Management at the time made over $1 billion, and Bessent made a ton of money too. Bessent is also very well known. Just beautiful views today, beautiful views. Also very, very well known, of course, for his short selling. For those of you who don't know what short selling, basically these hedge fund managers bet against stuff. They bet against America, or they bet against the pound, or, this is where I'm taking you all, they're doing what now? Betting against the U.S. criminal, disgusting, hyperinflationary, throw it in the toilet, flush it down the toilet U.S. dollar. And this is why I believe Donald Trump put Bessent and others in charge, because what we saw with the British pound is actually what we're going to see with the U.S. dollar. Like, all this insider trading going on right now that you're even seeing people within Trump's administration being accused of. Who do you think's making all this money? You guessed it, Scott Bessent and others. Everybody in on the dream team on the inside. Now, this is an ethical question for you guys to think about, because again, Donald Trump's whole program has been, we're draining the swamp creatures, they're being drained, right? We're replacing the U.S. government with U.S. patriots with 1776. So here's my question. Is Scott Bessent a George Soros lackey, Yale hedge fund manager, who, by the way, also waves that rainbow flag? Nothing against that. I'm just educating you to who these people are. Is he on our team? Was he just placed there by Donald Trump, of course, to crash the dollar? I actually think so. Again, this is a new Bitcoin standard, folks. This is a new Bitcoin blockchain tokenization standard. This is what Larry Fink has been talking about. And this is, of course, why I own islandproject.com. I invented it. By the way, we are buying, this is kind of cool. I'm actually buying an amazing penthouse at Trump Tower. Insane. This is going to be our number 6 no bank debt investment. I'm going to show you some B-roll footage here in a minute. Freaking nuts, man. This place is sick. Not the one I showed you before. Got a much better deal. Freaking stole this place. We're going to make so much money. It's ridiculous. Huge opportunity. They actually renamed the Trump Tower to a different Hawaiian name recently. I don't know if they're playing politics or whatnot. Kind of interesting. So major acquisitions ahead. Just a quick update on that as well. I'll be posting a video probably after this one on my father. We did send K1s out. Congratulations on a new record appraised value of the Island Project portfolio. We have broken all records in the last 2 years, and we're very excited about that. Of course, we've had our 3-year roadmap, and we're about 2.5 years in, so we're just about to close the entire project. Also, do want to do a big shout out to Eleanor out of Sedona. You are an amazing person. You and your husband are coming in with 150 units, hitting our first tier, totally dominating, and it's just such an honor. I've loved our conversation on the phone, Eleanor, and we're definitely on the same spiritual wavelength, and that's what's so cool about Island Project is we are, led by faith and God and Jesus, and we're truly the Christian billionaire superclass warriors and the true 1776 and the true patriots. I mean, I never worked for George Soros. I was never selling short, currencies overseas, and I could have done that. I mean, I'm a Wall Street guy, but I just didn't believe in it. I mean, these hedge fund managers like Larry Fink, etc., they're just such swamp creatures, and I don't like them. We're at war with them, to be frank. So let's get into the geopolitics again. So we know where this is headed, folks. We know how bad this is going to get, but I want you to understand it's not going to just be a dollar collapse. It's not just going to be bank runs and hyperinflation and more Credit Suisse banks going to zero and Silvergate and Silicon Valley, which I predicted, in a worse 2008 and 09 and a worse financial collapse and physical lockdowns, which will be coming back too, which we got in 2020, locking down the entire world. There's so much more at stake here physically. So you've got to think about this with your diversification. This is why we internationally diversify as well, because we all have to think about, what is going to happen with these geopolitical shocks that we got coming. Some music in the background. It's one of the big hotels out here in Sheridan, down here in Waikiki. If you like to party, definitely go there for like a drink or something and get in the pool. Here, let me take you along the beach here real quick. But yeah, basically, this is what you can expect. So anyways, I'm going to go to my video with Papa John, show you some B-roll of that amazing condo. Like and share. Let me know what you think. It's important that we focus on our physical, mental, spiritual health. It's important that you continue to not comply. Again, we know what's coming as Christians. We know what's coming. We know the mark of the beast is here. We know they're integrating people with brain chips. We see the direction with artificial intelligence. We have to be very wary. And so I'll leave you with this as I just give you a beautiful tour of the beach is, please pray on this and use discernment as we live through these trying times. And then my advice is to unite with like minds like ourselves. Text my dad, 808-442-2934. Fill out an app. Come in with 150 units minimum at islandproject.com today. Get in and then go live your best life while you still can. And then innovate. Get on massive offense. Of course, we're tokenizing the project 1000x this year. It's going to be freaking amazing. Plus, you get all those cash flows. You get the income, you get any capital gains, plus our network, and you can stay and enjoy all these beautiful properties behind me. In fact, one of our other properties is right there, right on the beach. Amazing. In fact, I even have Luke Gingrich. I'm going to shout you out there because I know you posted yourself the other day. I'm staying at our Kapalua Bay beachfront over in Malibu right now. I saw you enjoy yourself, sir. Well, hey man, I love it, dude. Isn't it cool using your own investment, making money while you enjoy your life? Getting your money out of the banks, out of stocks. You can't use your stock. You can't get a suntan with your stock. You can't go swimming. You can't go surfing. So I love you all. Have a blessed day. Like and share. And it's good to be back. We had some personal family losses recently. I lost my mother-in-law, rest in peace. I love you. I was very close to her. We've had some other family issues too, health-wise. So I just appreciate that. I know you guys go through stuff. I really definitely love your prayers, and I'm praying for you as well. I'm so grateful. My dad, Papa John, just turned 70. He's in the best health of his life, and this has been the most meaningful thing we've ever done with islandproject.com. I'll be giving you a grand tour of all these new acquisitions, plus our already bought properties. I'll be showing you again Hapuna Beach, our new $6 million beachfront penthouse, fully loaded. Freaking stoked about it. Might be the best property we own, honestly. We're getting all that ready and rocking to go, and a whole lot more. So stay tuned. Click the link below. That's islandproject.com. See my terms and disclaimers. Not a financial advisor, I'm just rich. I've advised you to buy Bitcoin for over a decade, over 15 years, and now we're doing it with tokenized real-world assets at the Diamond Nut head right there. So I'll see you here, guys. I love you.